Well, it seems that there's been some growth from one Satou Sabally. This got a little fire, a little play, but a lot of people missed it. When Satou Sabally chose Angel Reese over Caitlin Clark in August, nobody saw what was coming. But now, things have taken an unexpected turn that's left Angel Reese fuming. She played a little game of this or that where she picked Angel Reese over Caitlin Clark back on August 1st. It's crazy how quickly things can change in basketball, especially when it comes to player preferences. Back in August 2023, WNBA star Satou Sabally played a simple game of this or that. The question seemed straightforward. Caitlin Clark or Angel Reese? Without hesitation, Sabally picked Angel Reese. Now, looking back at that moment, many fans are scratching their heads, wondering what changed. This or that with Satou Sabally. Caitlin Clark or Angel Reese? Angel Reese. Okay, so she picked Angel right there. You see, at that time, Sabally wasn't just picking Angel Reese, she was making a statement about the future of women's basketball. The clip went viral, with fans divided over her choice. Some praised her for backing Reese, while others questioned if she'd overlooked Clark's rising star. But here's where the story takes an interesting turn. During the same this or that segment, Sabally was asked about Aya Wilson versus Angel Reese. Surprisingly, she went with Wilson over Reese. This detail might seem small, but it shows that even then, Sabally was thinking carefully about these comparisons. She wasn't just picking names out of a hat. She was considering the future landscape of the WNBA. In case you're wondering, she would pick Aya Wilson over Angel in the next little slide that they would go. And she went out there, and Caitlin Clark promptly dropped 35 points on the Dallas Wings right here. 110 to 109, 35 points back in September. Then September rolled around, and everything changed. Caitlin Clark stepped onto the court against Sabally's Dallas Wings, and what happened next was nothing short of spectacular. Clark didn't just play well, she dominated. We're talking about a rookie dropping 35 points in a nail-biting 110 to 109 game. The performance left everyone speechless, including Sabally. The atmosphere in the arena that night was electric. Every time Clark touched the ball, you could feel the anticipation. She wasn't just scoring, she was putting on a show. The kind of show that makes veterans in the league sit up and take notice. And boy, did Sabally notice. What makes this story even more interesting is how the Wings fan base reacted. They'd always supported Sabally, but that night, they couldn't help but be amazed by Clark. The rookie was drawing crowds that the WNBA hadn't seen in years. People weren't just coming to watch basketball. They were coming to witness history. Well, she's about to be an unrestricted free agent, and one thing is clear, maybe she's had a change of heart on Caitlin Clark and Angel Reese. Fast forward to today, and Sabally has dropped a bombshell. She's not just leaving the Dallas Wings. She's completely ruling out joining Angel Reese at the Chicago Sky, the same Angel Reese she picked over Clark just months ago. When the news broke, it sent shockwaves through the WNBA community, because some big news has come out about whether or not Satou Sabally would be going to the Chicago Sky to play with one Angel Reese, and that has been rejected. Dikembe Mutombo style. Old school style. Waving the finger. We've got a report about her. Potential free agency. Let's break down what this means for everyone involved. For the Wings, losing Sabally is huge. We're not talking about a bench player here. This is someone who puts up nearly 18 points and grabs 6.5 rebounds per game. Those aren't just good numbers. They're game-changing numbers. The kind of numbers that make GMs across the league reach for their phones. The timing of her announcement is fascinating too. She waited until Thursday to confirm she'd played her last game in Dallas. The Wings, being professional about it, are helping her find a new home. But here's where it gets really interesting. They're going to core her. In WNBA terms, that's like putting a handle with care sticker on a valuable package. Now, about those Chicago Sky rumors. Multiple league sources have confirmed they have no shot at landing Sabally. This isn't just a casual rejection. It's a complete shutdown. For Angel Reese, who's becoming the face of the Sky, this has got to sting. Imagine going from being someone's top pick to not even being in the conversation. The Indiana Fever situation is particularly intriguing. When they played in Dallas earlier this season, something unusual happened. The arena was packed with Fever fans. So many that it actually bothered Sabally. She mentioned after the game how annoying it was to see more opposing fans than home fans. Talk about irony. Now she might be joining the team whose fans she once found irritating. But let's think about this from a business perspective. The Fever, with their rising star power, are selling out arenas left and right. We're not talking about partial crowds here. We're talking full houses. Every single night. For a player looking to boost their profile, that's like striking gold. The endorsement potential in Indiana is through the roof right now. Local businesses are falling over themselves to work with Fever players. Even small deals like a local car dealership commercial that might pay $8,000 for 30 seconds become more likely when you're playing in front of packed houses every night. Compare this to some other markets in the league. Take Atlanta, for example. Their arena might only hold 4,000 fans. As one insider put it, playing there is like entering the witness protection program. You might as well be invisible. In today's social media age, visibility is currency. And Sabally seems to understand this perfectly. The Olympic break might have been the turning point. Sabally came back to see Clark nearly win MVP as a rookie. That's not just impressive. It's historic. It's the kind of achievement that makes players re-evaluate their choices. And let's be honest, who wouldn't want to be part of that story? The Liberty option is interesting because of the family connection. Sabally's sister, Naira, plays there, and family ties run deep. But even this heartwarming possibility comes with complications. The Liberty would need to move some serious pieces around to make space for Sabally. They're talking about potentially trading players like Benigilini, which shows just how much they value the possibility of landing Sabally. The reaction from WNBA veterans has been telling. Many have privately expressed surprise at how quickly things have changed. Just months ago, Sabally seemed set on certain preferences. But now, everything's different. It shows how dynamic the league is becoming, how one stellar performance can shift the entire landscape. Looking at the financial side, this move could set a new precedent for free agency in the WNBA. Players are starting to think beyond just the basketball fit. They're considering market size, endorsement potential, and long-term career impact. Sabally might be leading a new wave of players who prioritize these factors in their decisions. The fans' reaction has been mixed. Wings supporters feel betrayed. If you got the right information in the video, then subscribe to the channel. Fever fans are excited, and Sky fans are left wondering what could have been. Social media is buzzing with theories and speculation about what really changed Sabally's mind. But at the end of the day, it comes down to making the best business decision for her career. The ripple effects of Sabally's decision are already being felt across the league. Angel Reese's camp has been notably quiet, but sources close to her say she's taking this personally. And who can blame her? Just months ago, she was Sabally's preferred choice over Caitlin Clark. And now she's watching as Sabally potentially heads to team up with Clark instead. Let's dive into what this means for the Chicago Sky's future plans. They'd been building their strategy around attracting top-tier talent to play alongside Reese. Sabally was supposed to be the missing piece, a player who could space the floor, grab rebounds, and create mismatches. Now they're back to the drawing board, and the free agent pool isn't exactly overflowing with players of Sabally's caliber. The Indiana Fever's emergence as a potential destination tells us something about the changing WNBA landscape. Gone are the days when players would automatically gravitate toward bigger markets like Los Angeles or New York. The Fever have created something special, a basketball environment where every game feels like an event. Remember when WNBA games struggled to fill seats? Well, the Fever are changing that narrative. Their games have become must-see events, with fans traveling from all over the Midwest to watch them play. During their last road trip, opposing team staff were amazed by the number of Fever jerseys in the crowd. That kind of support doesn't go unnoticed by players looking for their next team. The timing of all this couldn't be more interesting. The WNBA is experiencing unprecedented growth in popularity. TV ratings are up, social media engagement is through the roof, and players are becoming household names. Sabally's decision isn't just about basketball anymore. It's about being part of this growing movement. Looking at the numbers, Sabally's impact on the court is undeniable. Her 17.9 points per game don't tell the whole story. She's efficient, shooting over 43% from the field. Her ability to stretch the floor and create space for teammates makes her invaluable in today's game. Add in her defensive versatility, and you've got a player who can change a team's fortune overnight. The Dallas Wings are trying to make the best of a tough situation. They're working with Sabally to facilitate a move, but they're not just going to give her away. The core designation gives them some leverage in negotiations. they can ensure they get fair value in return for losing a player of her caliber. What's fascinating is how this situation might influence future free agency decisions. Young players, watching this unfold, are taking notes. They're seeing how Sabally is prioritizing long-term career growth over immediate comfort. She's thinking about where she'll have the best opportunity to showcase her talents and build her brand. The New York Liberty angle is particularly intriguing. Playing with her sister Nyara would be a dream come true for Sabally. But the Liberty's cap situation makes this complicated. They'd need to move multiple pieces to make it work. GM Jonathan Kolb is known for making bold moves, but this would be his biggest challenge yet. Sources close to the Liberties say they're willing to get creative to make space for Sabally. They might have to part with fan favorites, but the opportunity to unite the Sabally sisters might be worth it. The marketing potential alone would be enormous. Imagine the storylines. Two sisters playing together in the biggest market in the league. But here's where the Fever have an advantage. They don't need to make major roster moves to accommodate Sabally. They've got the cap space and the perfect role waiting for her. Plus, they offer something unique. The chance to be part of what many are calling the future of women's basketball. The international aspect of this story shouldn't be overlooked. Sabally, born in New York but raised in Germany, represents the growing global appeal of the WNBA. Her decision will be watched closely by players around the world who dream of playing in the league. Speaking of international impact, Sabally's Olympics experience might have influenced her thinking. Playing against the world's best, seeing different styles of play, and competing at the highest level can change your perspective. Maybe she saw something during those games that made her reevaluate what she wants from her WNBA career. The marketing opportunities in Indiana are exploding right now. Local businesses are investing in women's basketball like never before. National brands are taking notice too. Playing for the Fever means exposure to a passionate fan base and a market hungry for basketball success. Consider the contrast with other markets. While teams like Atlanta and Phoenix struggle to fill smaller arenas, the Fever are selling out bigger venues. They're not just selling tickets, they're creating an atmosphere that players want to be part of. The relationship between Sabally and Reese is worth examining too. They were never teammates, but there seemed to be mutual respect. That August this or that video showed Sabally's admiration for Reese's game, but in professional sports, admiration doesn't always translate to wanting to play together. Some WNBA veterans have privately expressed surprise at how quickly the league's power dynamics are shifting. Teams that were once considered undesirable destinations are now attracting top talent. Markets that were overlooked are becoming powerhouses. It's a transformation that nobody saw coming. The financial implications of this move could be significant. While WNBA salaries are capped, endorsement opportunities vary greatly by market. In Indiana, playing alongside Clark means national attention, regular primetime games, and countless opportunities to build your personal brand. Looking ahead, this could be the move that defines the next era of WNBA basketball. If Sabally joins the Fever, it could spark a trend of players prioritizing basketball culture and market potential over traditional factors like market size or weather. The reaction from fans has been intense. Wings supporters feel betrayed, but many understand her decision. Fever fans are already dreaming about the possibilities. Sky fans are left wondering what could have been. Social media is filled with debates about loyalty versus career advancement. For Angel Reese, this situation might be a blessing in disguise. Sometimes, not getting what you want forces you to grow in unexpected ways. The sky will build around her, and she'll have the opportunity to prove she can lead a team without needing to share the spotlight. As we wait for Sabally's final decision, one thing is clear. The WNBA is entering a new era. An era where players have more power than ever to shape their careers. Where market size matters less than market potential. Where being part of the right basketball culture trumps everything else. The WNBA's free agency drama is just heating up and will keep you updated on every twist and turn. Hit that subscribe button and smash the like if you want more inside scoops on basketball's biggest stories. Thanks for watching and subscribe my channel.